And we're back.
Just like Drake, we're back to back. This time for 5th place in the women's bracket, the Helsinki Ultimate Black Squad against GötLAborg. Currently, we can't see the score because someone's standing in front of it, but I believe it's 1-0, one of the teams.
And although this may be a consolation game and neither of these teams can win the tournament, both teams will be playing hard for the coveted 5th spot, looking to go out with a win.
Some people say that 5th place at a tournament is the new 1st place.
I can't walk 10 feet without hearing that, Phil. Pardon me, 3 meters.
Number 11, Meritula Rakola with the disc, floats it out to Kirsi Kuvinen. But it's going back. Something of a pick.
The hammer goes up. That's some Jogo Ultimate, folks. Looking good out there. Oh, and the swing is dropped. We're going the other way. Number 15 throwing the big blade to the far side to the tall receiver, and she gets it in a crowd. Wow, what a grab. That's Emila Bjoradal with the throw.
And Annika Lundqvist with the score. Lovely.
A classic GötLAborg connection.
You know, Christian, commentators don't get enough credit when doing women's games. It's very hard to read numbers with ponytails covering the jersey, isn't it?
Very, very hard indeed, Phil. But thankfully, GötLAborg has put their numbers low on their jerseys to help us out. It's 3-0 for GötLAborg now.
That's just good Swedish design. We'd like to give a quick shout out to IKEA.
IKEA, for all your furniture needs. Where else would you even get a sofa? I have no idea. The pull in the back of the end zone. Let's see if they can work it out, or will a Callahan happen?
This is Maija Lapalainen with the disc. She's on the Finnish mixed national team. I believe they won Worlds last year. Is that correct, Christian?
100% correct, Phil. The hammer goes up to the far side. These players are not afraid to throw the overhead, are they?
Quite impressive, too. In this windy environment, these throws are not easy to make, but they're doing it with reckless abandon and succeeding.
Helsinki playing some good, consistent offense, looking to get on the scoreboard. Oh, and the blade goes up to the open number 5, streaking, and they get it! That's the first score for Helsinki. Number 5, Karolina Lapalainen. She's a fierce defender, famous for her hand blocks, but today she's getting it done on offense.
Not to sound like a broken record, but she plays for the Finnish national team.
Heard of it? Phil, Helsinki is in Finland. Where is GötLAborg?
GötLAborg is actually in the very north of Sweden. It's about 800 kilometers north of Stockholm, where we currently sit. And they took a high-speed train down here that took only 2 hours. It was very impressive. A nice feat of engineering.
GötLAborg is, of course, Swedish for God Mountain. GötLAborg working it the other way. That's number 6 with the flick. Oh, and the big huck goes up to a crowd. She gets it again! Wow!
Number 9, Annika Lindqvist. Big grab in the end zone. Christian, I noticed that Anneli Andersson has number 019 on her jersey, a non-conventional 3rd digit. How do we feel about that?
She actually did a year abroad in America, where she stayed in Boise, Idaho, in a potato internship. 019 is, of course, the area code. It's a big shout-out to her American roots, land of opportunity.
That place sounds great. We have a Swedish player tying her shoe on the field. Always important to make sure your shoes are tied, whether playing sports or generally in real life.
I'm a double knot man myself. Oh, and she loses the disc in the lights, unable to track it down. That's unfortunate. GötLAborg going the other way with the easy score on the first throw. 5-1, and they are running away with it here.
I'm not sure I've seen a throw today that wasn't a hammer.
Nor have I, Phil, nor have I. Helsinki's dug themselves into a big hole here, but with their patient offense, I think they could work it back. The key point will be, can they shut down the GötLAborg deep game? They've got big receivers, and they're willing to throw it high.
A nice catch once again by Annika Lundqvist. She's had 83% of her team scores this weekend. A real star player, the LeBron of Swedish Ultimate.
It's true. There's a Swedish tradition that whoever gets the most stats at the end of the tournament gets a free milkshake, and that's why they're playing here today. Every player will be looking to throw recklessly directly into the end zone for personal glory. Helsinki, content to let the pull sit, will begin their offense deep in the end zone. GötLAborg looking for the much sought after Callahan, and this goes up. Another hammer completed. A hammer every time.
Nice handler movement here from the Helsinki Black squad. Patiently waiting for the cuts downfield to open up.
Lizette with a nice flick. To Miertilu with the big huck to a streaking. Score for number 5, Karolina Lapalainen.
Karolina just cut her hair last week, and she's feeling great about it. You can really tell in her play.
It's a good look for her. And shaving those grams has made her a faster player, as you saw there.
Look good, feel good, play good, pay good, pay good, eat good, live good. You got a good life.
And life is good in Scandinavia, folks. 100% taxation and everything's free. Helsinki looking to get a break to claw their way back into this game. Hustling down the field is number 54, whose name escapes me. I can't seem to remember.
Number 54 should know that if you want the shout out on the live stream, you need to fill in your name and number on the spreadsheet beforehand. That's a rookie mistake. A nice hammer catch on the foot of the end zone. Bladed, unfortunately, a little bit too high.
Phil, when you throw a huck to Annika Lindqvist, you want to get it in the end zone. Known for her big skies, but also her blade throwaways, as you saw there.
She's not used to throwing because every single one of her catches typically ends up in the end zone.
You got to blame the handler before, not her there. Oh, and that's an unfortunate turn for Helsinki number 2. Karolina Hargaby. See if she can get it back. GötLAborg score on the right side. They are clicking today.
Number 15, Emilia Björjadal says, Annika, you can't catch every score. I want one too.
Let me get that milkshake. Six to 2 for GötLAborg. Helsinki on the line, ready to receive.
Helsinki Ultimate is actually the largest Frisbee team in all of the world. They have 87 members on their women's team, and that's why they've got 3 different tournaments, 3 different teams in this tournament. Helsinki Black, Helsinki Blue, and Helsinki Violet.
And Helsinki Violet has had a great tournament. Ultraviolet, you could say. And that is another D. GötLAborg number 2 with the D. Phil, who's that?
That would be Karolina Hargaby. Recently became a mother for the 3rd time, a beautiful baby girl. Christian, you have many friends. What would you like to say to them now?
It's true, Phil. I have dozens of friends. I'd like to say to those who never believed in me, look at me now. Shout out to Martin Kronacker and Sweet Sweet Selly Baby.
Take that, Dave. I'm on the live stream.
Dave.
Christian, you once had long hair yourself. Does it ever get in the way when playing Frisbee?
It absolutely does, which is why you'll see a lot of headbands on the field today. Ponytails are in style, as are thin headbands. Thick headbands, fully out.
Another lovely pull. These teams really do know how to float it down there. Guess what? It's a hammer. Nicely swung. Good patience on the disc there. Helsinki Ultimate Black looking good this point. Calm, cool, collected.
The hammer goes up from number 54. She's everywhere at this point. Still don't know her name, though. Oh, give me that, she says. Number 5 with the disc. Going to with confidence. Another hammer goes up. Oh, and in traffic, number 22 gets it. 54, once again, everywhere, gets the score. Helsinki, 3 points.
A nice catch on that hammer by Frida Terna.
Frida, German for peace.
Frida's a photographer who likes to take pictures of nature, especially flowers in bloom.
It's true. Large format photography mainly, as I understand it. Using caustic chemicals all day long.
Christian, you're something of a foodie, aren't you? Tell me about the Swedish food scene.
I am a foodie. A noted foodie. In Sweden, any fruit you would typically eat in another country is replaced by lingonberries, which is just a different word for cranberry, honestly. Meatballs abound, both vegetarian and non. Fish is popular, in the Swedish, fisk. But I will say, to this tournament's credit, the buffet has been delectable. Is that the right word, Phil?
It's the right word as we see a hammer score for the Helsinki Ultimate Black squad. Lovely throw there from Milka Henninen.
And let's have a quick shout out to the hosts of the tournament here who have done an amazing job. Well organized, great field space, excellent food, excellent accommodations. Big, big thank you to everyone involved. It's quite a production.
And on a personal note, Christian and I would like to say, Nadia, we love you.
Marry us.
Of course, the Busan Sport Complex is where all of the Swedish national teams train.
Yes, yes. When it's too cold in winter, the Swedish cross-country skiing team will practice indoors.
A beautiful complex with rolling hills, rolling turf fields, and really a kitchen that gives the body what it needs.
(7-4) after a slow start from Helsinki, down 3-0. They've managed to trade points. They've got to be kicking themselves for that slow start, but let's see if they can fight back here for the win. They're on D now.
Nice little backhand with a dish to the handler. Good flow in the offense. They swing it around. She calls to her teammates, urging them to get open downfield.
And sadly, 0-19 Annalie with the errant throw, unable to connect with her tall receiver. A little bit behind her, not sure who to blame there. We got a streaking cutter, number 2. She is quick with the green socks. There she goes in the end zone, and that's a point for Helsinki, and that's a break. And we have got ourselves a game, folks. Stay tuned.
I'm sure were you to ask the players from GötLAborg there, they wouldn't blame anyone. These things just happen.
Offense is easy. Helsinki has done the impossible here and clawed themselves back into this game. They've got a full head of steam, and they're looking for another break here. I think they can do it. Do you, Phil?
Definitely.
The GötLAborgers are having a bit of a tussle over there, an argument between themselves. They need to step it up on offense. I see Hucks in the future.
I see hammers.
Not mutually exclusive. Let's see if they can pull it off. Hands raised, ready to play. Helsinki discussing the D, trying to get a second break in a row. This would be a huge point for Helsinki, who have had a miraculous comeback late in the game here. Oh, and they are hustling down on the pole. That's number 77. Lisette really working on defense. And the Huck goes up. A backhand. Trailing. Oh, and a bid. She does not get it. Helsinki with the ball.
Unfortunately, the Huck doesn't work, but Christian, what a great guess.
Thank you very much, Phil. Wasn't a hammer. You're wrong. Helsinki going the other way, looking to pull it within one late in the game. Time has ended. There will be a few more points in this one. Anyone can win it. Helsinki has fought hard to come back, and they've got the momentum in this one. But the 2-point lead for GötLAborg still looms. They work it to the open side within striking distance, about 12 meters out here, with number 12 having the disc. Nice symmetry. She jams it up the line, and we are knocking on the door. The hammer goes up, and it's incomplete. But let me just say that Phil was vindicated in his guess. A hammer.
And it feels so good.
It feels good. First guess, right every time. Oh, and the Huck goes up again. They know what they want, and what they want is deep looks. 019 gets it. Shout out to Boise, 019. The score, but there's some talking. Perhaps a travel called. Number 77, Lisette, not going to give any easy buckets here. They work for every point.
It's important when re-entering the field of play to be on exactly the spot where you went out. Don't you try and take 3 extra centimeters.
Contrary to popular belief, you needn't tap it on the ground, and it does not look cool. Touch it, touch your toe to that line, and start playing ultimate. We're sending it back. I'm not sure what the call is here, but GötLAborg will have the disc well back with a lot of open space in front of them.
Whenever a completed Huck is called back, the people want to see it thrown once again. Isn't that correct?
Until it works, Phil, until it works. It's a real Jogo play. Phil, I've referred to the term Jogo play a couple times. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Jogo play references Jogo Bonito, which is Portuguese for the beautiful game. Imagine you're on the beach, palm trees all around you, lazily tossing a frisbee with your friends. That style of play, that casual attitude.
I have to interrupt you. That's a score for Helsinki. Wow, and they've pulled within one. They've done the unthinkable. That's a big score for freshly haircutted number 5. We'll say Stina Anderson. Oh, no, pardon me. That was Helsinki.
That's Carolina Lapalin, of course.
Carolina Lapalin. She's had a great game so far, pulling her team within one. Phil, let's go back to the Jogo. I'm sorry to interrupt there.
Of course, Christian, when there's action like that, you need to take the mic. Like I was saying, Jogo Bonito is about casual play, looking good, winning points, but doing so in style. Hammers, scoobers, layouts, cool catches. That's what we're looking for.
You're 99% correct, Phil, but I have to correct you on one count. Jogo Bonito does not actually translate to the beautiful game. It translates to the dope life. Common misconception. And GötLAborg going the other way, looking to stop this big Helsinki run. They've been relying on the Huck so far. Let's see what they do here. Lapalon with the disc. Oh, and the Huck goes up again. They know They know their strengths and they are playing to them. Oh, that's a scoop job!
Give me that! Give me that!
That's what's known in the New York Ultimate scene as a honey dip, where you reach over the player with better position and scoop it out from under them.
When I make cool catches, I like to say, give me that.
And I bet she does too. Putting an end to that Helsinki run and once again going up 2. Late in the game, that's an important point for GötLAborg. And that's a tough break for Helsinki, who are playing really tough D, but just don't have the height to compete with the deep ball, it seems.
Yes, when you're playing a taller opponent, you need to play feisty defense, but sometimes those deep looks will get completed. You can't dwell on it too much.
That was truly a perfect example because the defender had much better position than the offending player, but she just got her long arms in there and grabbed it.
Honey dip, give me that.
If you're happy with the announcing so far, you can see more of our work at milkbeingpouredintoicedcoffee.com. Hive Industries represent. Number 54, the nameless wonder on the sideline. The hammer goes up. It's dropped. Oh, an unfortunate break for the Helsinki players. The reliance on the hammer has come back to haunt them. We've got an open player, but a nice mark. Number 5 has stopped playing. I'm not sure what the confusion is here.
Carolina Hargeby with a really nice blade that unfortunately won't count because of a call.
Let's see if they can do it again.
Do it again, Carolina. Oh, she does!
She does it. Gives the
Oh. Still, it was worth it.
Totally worth it. Shoot till you miss and then shoot again.
Christian, you're a handsome single guy. Have you found love at this tournament?
No comment, Phil. I plead the American fifth. Oh, and 54 streaking deep. She says, height be damned, I want a point. Oh, but it sails out of bounds. Unfortunate. That was a great cut from number 54.
A long point, the players are tired, slowly walking the disc up. Where is everyone going?
The reason she's walking with the disc here, which is typically not allowed, is because the huck sailed out of bounds very early in the throw. They'll take it in at the spot where it crossed the out-of-bounds line, which appears to be at about midfield. Shout out to the scorekeepers. Great job. The score is perfect. That's a big swing. 15 with space, hits the open man. The S-cut, not there, but the upline is coming. And it works. Not sure if that was the intended receiver, but a point either way for GötLAborg. 9-6. And they're back in charge of this one.
Helsinki Black really did challenge them there for a few points, but GötLAborg is charging back into the lead, and that'll do it, folks.
That'll do it. The game is over, 9-6. GötLAborg over Helsinki. Hate to break it to you folks, but us announcers have to go play a game. We'll be back for the finals.
12th place won't win itself. Milk being poured into icedcoffee.com.